I haven't heard a single word from a bear in about 2 weeks now. Are they okay? They haven't been in my comment section or anything like that. As we take a look at something very, very interesting over here, uh, there have been there have been two times in the past 40 years when the S&P rose 7 straight days following a 100-day low. The first time was in 2003. It marked the end of the bear market. The other day was today. And that's the thing. People are always in my comment section talking about, what about the upcoming recession? What about the upcoming recession? Come on, man. This upcoming recession. The upcoming recession. And I'm like, yes, the upcoming recession was in 2022. I know that they changed the definition. I know. But by all historical data, 2022 was a recession, including by the Dow Jones when you are in a perpetual downtrend, by the NASDAQ when you have this crazy crash to the downside, Netflix, Facebook, all of these things. That was your recession. And when you have people like Jim Cramer who have been in office for 20 plus years, and you have these articles from banks saying that it's going to go lower, and then when it's peak euphoria, it's going to go higher. They have a specific agenda. It is called liquidity. There's a reason that Jim Cramer is incorrect 20 plus years in a row and still has a job. It's because the job that is presented is not his job. His job is liquidity. All right, taking a look at Bitcoin though. On the micro, that's the macro. The point of what I'm saying is I think we are much closer to economic boom, economic bull runs, rather than we are from a collapse, a crash, these type of things, including the stock market. Now, I'm personally not going to be getting involved in the stock market, but I'm very, very bullish on cryptocurrency. I personally have laid out the case. 2029 for me is the next big one. That is the next 7-year cycle. That to me is when crap is going to hit the fan. But looking at Bitcoin on a micro time frame, so that gives you 4+ years to get your stuff in a row, because that's what we got left. Looking on Bitcoin in a micro time frame right now, things that I'm looking at. First of all, you might be thinking, this is the high right here. And you would be right. This is the high at $36,000. But what I'm seeing right now, this is the highest that a body is potentially about to close since back here in January of 2022. Over a year, almost 2 years. This is the highest that we've had a body close potentially today. If this holds, that would signal a continuation as high as $48,000, and that's basically where I think that we're going to go, somewhere between $40,000 and $48,000, as you see right here. This is where I think we're going to go. And then we're going to backtest $32,000. Going from $48,000 to $42,000 is going to be painful. The bears will be strong in my comments. They will be, aha, what about the recession? That's when they haven't said nothing for 2 straight weeks now. I haven't seen a bear. I think they're in hibernation. I'm not sure. But when we go from 48,000 back to 32,000, look for them in my comments. That's your signal that the bottom is in, because they love to sell the bottom and they love to buy the top. That's what they do. All right. But what I'm looking at on a weekly time frame. So one thing that is very encouraging to me as well, on the daily, looking at the stochastic RSI, as you'll see, we're getting across to the upside. On a micro level, that is very bullish to me. That is another signal for a continuation. And on the weekly, we're still below 80. 80 for me on the weekly time frame for the RSI is my ding ding ding. It's time to start taking profits. Once we get up to 80, that's when I'll start taking profits. As of right now, we're still at 74. So bullish on the micro, and on the macro, we still have a ways to go on the RSI, and the stochastic RSI still looks good as well. No, it still has some separation, if you will. So I think this move is going to go as high as 48,000. I've been saying it for months and months and months. I think we're right in the midst of it, and we're going to have ourselves a back test back into the 30,000 range. You will see the bears show up talking about what about the economy, what about the economy, what about the world stage, what about the wars. They haven't said nothing. I haven't seen a single comment for 2 weeks now, but trust and believe they will show up when we back test about $32,000. And that's your signal. You see them in my comments. That's your signal to go ahead and reaccumulate, not financial advice. But that is it. That's the little market update. Quant is absolutely pumping right now. Looking good, over 100. And I've been saying for months, anything below $100 on Quant is a steal. We had a lot of time to accumulate in the 90s and the 80s for Quant, so hopefully you were doing that. But that's the little market update for today. I appreciate every single one of you guys. Make sure you like, subscribe, follow me on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch. Peace, love, prosperity, God first. God bless. I'm out.
Damn, hustling.
It's your boy, Ski.